It's day one of the new MKM set, and we're going to be testing out a card that I am super hyped to try. It's Insidious Golgari. Let's go. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Attic. Manadad here. This is the channel where we play what is good in Magic, mostly on Arena. Today, brand new cards, brand new Standard. As I record this, it's day one, like hour two of the set, and we're going Insidious with Insidious Roots and testing out this Golgari Leave the Graveyard thing. Let's check this out here. So, number one, starting with this Insidious Roots, this is a black and a green for an enchantment. Creature tokens you control have tap, add 1 mana of any color. So hopefully we have a creature token or two down. When we play it, we can even double spell when we play it. And then whenever one or more creature cards leave your graveyard, create a 0/1 green plant creature token, then put a +1/+1 counter on each plant you control. What could be simpler? Just making 0/1 plants and growing them. We're just doing some simple gardening, okay? Nothing to see here. Well, we got a lot of our favorite Golgari cards. We've got Lord Skitter, Sewer King. We've got Mosswood Dread Knight. But then we can also try out, like, first of all, Assassin's Trophy is back with this new set. This is the old art. This is what I had already in my collection, of course. We're going to try out a One of Fun of Myco Tyrant, because that's going to make tokens, which is nice with the Insidious roots. And then it's gonna benefit from descending, so from putting cards in the graveyard. So it's a two-part process, right? We have to have creature cards in the graveyard to get them to leave. The other fun little one of fun of here is Audience with Tristani. So sorcery creates a 0/1 green plant creature token. Then we draw cards equal to the number of differently named creature tokens we control. So we could have saprolings and rats and spirits. So we could actually be drawing a decent amount of cards off of this. So just a test for right now. Topiary Stomper is ramp. We don't really have a top end to ramp to, but it is a plant dinosaur. I thought that would be fun to throw in to test out. What we're really trying to do is win with these like little things here. We got Gnawing Vermin, which is going to mill too when it comes in, and then it does have an ability when it dies. We've got Rotting Reunion, which can make a creature token, a black zombie creature token with Decayed, and can exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard, so it can trigger the Insidious Roots. Can actually play it twice, which is nice, and it has flashback, so if we mill it over, we play it again. This might go up to 4 of by the time we're done doing this video, who knows. Haywire Might, I thought this would be good. It's a creature that can put itself in the graveyard, so you get the Descent triggers, and has some utility. 4 of Death Bonnet Sprout. This little underrated 1/1, I've played this before, I hardly ever see this, but it does mill a card, and then eventually it's going to flip into a 3/3 and start eating cards from the graveyard. So it does both things our deck wants to do. We've also got Willowgeist, which is just a great card waiting for the right deck to be in it. And is this the deck? That's what we want to find out. 1/1 trample. Whenever 1 or more cards leave your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on Willowgeist. So, you want to get the leave the graveyards one at a time, obviously. And when it dies, you gain life equal to its power. Never bad against mono red. Extract Evidence. So this is the collect evidence. We're going to need to exile cards with total mana value 6 or greater from our graveyard to get a little bonus. Otherwise, it's just an edict effect. But if we do manage to collect Evidence 6, so in the late game, we're going to be able to use this 2 mana, kill their biggest thing. It is sorcery speed. I think if this was just instant speed, I mean, it's not as good as the Shieldred's whatever edict that we've already got. Really wish they had made this just a little bit better, but maybe for limited it would have been too powerful. I don't know. Mosswood Dread Knight, it goes to the graveyard, it leaves the graveyard all on its own. It's great. Teachings of the Kieran, this is one that's kind of fallen by the wayside, but we're going to see if we can bring it back. We've got the ability to mill cards, create a 1/1 colorless spirit creature token. We have the ability to put +1/+1 counters on creatures, and Saga, it can flip over and become a 1/1 snake monk, and lets us exile creature card from a graveyard to create spirit tokens, and exile non-creature cards to put +1/+1 counters. Really fun with that. We talked about Assassin's Trophy. Again, more late game removal. Don't necessarily want to ramp our opponents. Lord Skitter, Sewer King. This is just an army in a can. Love this guy. And One of Fun of Deadly Cover-Up, another collect evidence. Destroy all creatures. If evidence was collected, you can exile a card from an opponent's graveyard. then just search their deck-handed library and get rid of that card. So, you know, and once they play Atraxa, wipe it out, get the Atraxa out of there. You know, get the whatever, Natali, whatever it is, the card that their deck is built around, and maybe that's a scoop. Restless Cottage, 2 of those, 2 Deathcap Glades, 2 Land of War Waste, keeping the mana base a little bit wild card budget for you. And that's the deck. We're going to test it out. There's brand new cards, brand new standard, see what other people are playing. Should be a lot of fun. Thanks to everybody who subscribed, hits the like, and all that jazz. And yeah, no more jibber jabber. Let's go play some cards. Okay, there's a fungus among us. Death Bonnet Sprout. Do some serious milling. Don't hit a creature there. Oh, but we get Insidious Roots. I think I'm going to play this Teaching of the Kirin first, because that'll give us a creature. We'll mill a bunch, and yeah, we'll just attack you for 1. You're going to bounce? Okay. So be it. We can play Roots, we can play Sprout. New tempo. I guess it's not new. Well, it's just over here playing a regular meta deck. All right. Are they going to counter our Insidious Roots? I hope they don't, but they do. Oh no. Okay. They Kurate. I know some Kurate. Surveil 2, draw a card, and that got plus by Teachings. They've given us a nice. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you for 2. We do need some ways for creature cards to leave the graveyard, so we want this Death Bonnet Sprout to flip. Assassin's Trophy could be useful. Another day. I think we'll attack. We do have Assassin's Trophy. If they have some kind of flash, we're just going to bounce. We can ramp ourselves there. Don't like that they still have 2 mana up, but they didn't counter Insidious Roots last turn. So, full of damage. Opponent very kindly letting us know they don't have make disappear. I guess normally you would play that pre-combat, wouldn't you? Think about that. Opponent thirsts for discovery. Means detective. Interesting. Detective tempo, methinks. We can start eating their instant spells. What is the best? Pyrrhic Blast. Interesting. Exile a creature card from a graveyard. I think. Do a non-creature card. Buff up the Kirin Touched Oroki. We want this to flip and get to 3 creatures in the graveyard. It's got the mountain now. What are they going to do with it? An all spells deck. I think they're trying to make a giant creature and then sacrifice it, throw it at our face. That's what it looks like to me. One of those make a creature, depending on how many spells you got. Sleights of Hands. That's the case. let's make sure. Oh, it has to be something the opponent controls. Sacrifice the Haywire Might, blow up a treasure. They can sack the treasure or not. Now the Sprout should flip. And start eating. Guess we can't eat our own graveyard. So Pyrrhic Blast. Attack ya for a bunch. So let's exile a creature from our graveyard. Just to get those triggers. Just to activate Insidious Roots. So excited. Okay, they bounce Lord Skitter. That's not a big deal, though. I mean, I guess it saves them some damage. Skitter's back. Back again. Skitter's back. Tell a friend. All right. This is opponent's chance. They've had plenty of time to combo off with whatever they're up to over there. There's a big score. Nope. They couldn't do it. I think we might have eaten the key card out of the graveyard. I don't know. If you know how that deck works, leave a comment. Maybe we'll start seeing it all over the ladder. But that was a weird and new one to me.
zone, he punts it. Oh my goodness, this could be the longest punt in Super Bowl history.
I don't think I've been that excited for a punt. What a punt.
Okay, so it is day one of the format, so I'm not going to try to play as many games as I normally would for a video. I'm just trying to get out a bunch of videos as quickly as I can. So, yeah, maybe if we played this a little bit more, it would have done better. I don't know. Untapped DG is not even working yet, so I don't have proof, but the deck went 1 and 2. I'm not trying to fake that. 33% win rate. I think it probably could have done a better, but I do think the deck needs a lot of work if it's even going to get there at all. Insidious Roots, as much as I want it to be a really good card, you know, and maybe in the shell with Glissa and more of the mid-range stuff, Shieldred's Edict and things, and just, but yeah, maybe not. Maybe it's just destined to be a limited card. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for watching with me. Thanks for going Golgari and descending with me. Where's my little descend graphic here? Beep. We descended, we collected evidence, and we did not win, but that's okay. Thanks for joining me here in the attic. I've been Man and Dad, reminding you magic is a game so fun, even dads can enjoy it. Adios.